Okay, what's up, my people? My name is Bloody Marshall, and welcome back to another video. Now, today we're going to be talking about somebody who I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time now, and I've constantly put this video idea back on the shelf and never fucking touched it. But now we're going to get back to the idea of this video. Today I'm going to be talking about Tyra Blizzard. Now, if you don't know who this person is, she's a little, feminist, equality type of person. Now, let me scratch that. Not equality. Because I'm pretty sure she doesn't believe in that. She purposely makes videos bashing men when they do something wrong. But for some reason, I don't see any men making an account and bashing women for 15 hours straight. Matter of fact, she's made a whole living off the idea of pointing out men's bad decisions online. And then gets mad when people decide to disagree with her opinion. But today we're gonna be debunking some of her hot fucking topics. Roll the first clip.
Let's do a fun experiment. This is for all the people who have a dating preference to not want to date black people in general. Or not want to date dark-skinned women or dark-skinned men. All y'all, listen up. Picture your soulmate, your twin flame, someone you'd want to spend the rest of your life with. Like, you vibe so heavy, the conversations are flowy, they're easy, they're effortless, they're interested in everything you're interested in, they challenge you, they grow you, they make you a better person. Picture that. Take note of how you feel right now, right? You're probably feeling excited, feeling cool, feeling funky and fresh, like, oh my gosh, yes, my twin flame. Now picture that person is black or dark-skinned. How do you feel now? Do you feel a little less excited? Do you feel now you wouldn't want to date them? Yeah. A lot of y'all have these preferences, but preferences aren't meant to be exclusionary. So for all y'all saying I don't date black people or I don't date dark skins, but it's just my preference, you might want to reflect on that a little.
Now, I don't know what the fuck her question was, but I'm pretty sure her question was, why wouldn't you date transgender people? Now, I think it's a simple fucking answer. I think it's just your preference. Also, depending on how you're raised and blah 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 and what your opinions are on certain people. Personally, the reason why I wouldn't date you is just because that's not my preference. I wouldn't date transgender people, period. And that's not to say I'm transphobic. That's what her point is. She thinks if you don't want to date transgender people, you're transphobic. Just because you don't want to date a transgender person. I think it's honestly just a matter of preference. And she even admitted that that is basically a preference. It doesn't make you fucking transphobic. It should go without saying, but obviously she doesn't know, which I'm honestly really fucking surprised about. Honestly, I just think she wants everybody to have the same preference and date all people, but I don't think she realizes that the word preference literally means the opposite. I also think that she just thinks that there's one simple reason why you don't want to date transgender people. Everybody has different reasons. Some people are actually transphobic, but that's not to say that most people think that. I think that it's just a matter of preference. I don't want to date transgender people because I'm just not attracted to that. Some people are. That's fine. But it doesn't say that you're transphobic. Roll the next clip.
Oh no! The transphobia in my comment section needs to stop. Yesterday I posted a TikTok responding to this question: what are the red flags you look for in men? And one of them was if he wouldn't date a trans woman. Red flag. And my comment section? You get the idea. I can't put them all because there's too many. Let me break this down. Trans women are women. So if you're heterosexual and you're a man and you said you wouldn't date a trans woman because it's a preference, that's just transphobia, period. The majority of the time, our preferences are rooted in something problematic. It could be trauma, racism, transphobia, the list goes on. If you want to find out what your problematic preferences are, click the link in my bio and watch this video. I am now going to take you all through an example. This person asked why it's transphobic to not want to date a trans woman. Already starting off on the wrong foot by referring to cis women as regular women. Then said something about trans women not being able to carry children. If that's your sole reason for dating someone, keep that same energy for all the women who are infertile.
Now, someone in her comment section said the reason why they wouldn't date a transgender person is because they can't carry a baby. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's your own simple opinion on why you wouldn't date a transgender person. So basically, this video is entirely useless. She's not proving her point, and now she just made herself look like a complete dumbass. Next clip.
Okay, if you date men, do you have any red flags you look for in them, and what are they?
1, if he refers to women as females exclusively. 2, if he says he's not a feminist. 3, if he says he wouldn't date anyone darker than him. 4, if he believes in or cares about the concept of a body count. 5, if he mansplains everything. 6, if he freaks out at the mere sight of anything remotely non-hetero, seeing a gay couple holding hands, gay scene in a movie, anything like that. 7, if I ask him if he wants to get his nails painted and he responds, ew, no, that's gay. 8, if he says no homo before saying something he perceives as homo. 9, if I say that I do not want to do something or have a certain conversation and he forces the issue, that means he doesn't understand that no means no. Red flag. 11, if he doesn't know the difference between there, and there. If he doesn't know the difference between your and your. If he doesn't know the difference between much and many. 12, if he doesn't respect people's pronouns. 13, if he says he wouldn't date a trans woman. Like for part 2.
Okay, there's a couple points right here, and I get it's her preference, but I still want to go over them because they're fucking appalling. The fact that she says that she wouldn't date somebody who says that they're not a feminist is kind of fucking stupid. I think everybody knows that everybody should be treated equally, but I'm not going to show people that I think that by calling myself a feminist. That's just not what you do. Now, I'm not saying that every single feminist is a bad or horrible person. I'm just saying that being a feminist is your own opinion and your own thing. You can't force people to be feminists. I don't think she realizes that. Roll the next clip.
It appears as though I'm going to have to explain this concept once again because that's not the only person who commented this, so listen up. Number 1, female refers to any species that can bear offspring or produce eggs. Therefore, it is dehumanizing to refer to women exclusively as females. It reduces us to our reproductive parts, and we are more than that. Number 2, it's literally grammatically incorrect to use the word female in the context that y'all are using it in. So when you say, ugh, females are so annoying, or look at that female over there, grammatically incorrect. Let me show you why. The word female can be used as an adjective or a noun. So when you say, oh, look at that female over there, or ugh, females be so annoying, female what? A female kitten? A female roach? Oh, a female human? Well, there's actually a word for that. It's woman. Lastly, notice how it's far less common for women to refer to men as males. I'm not saying it never happens, but it's far less common. I wonder why.
She genuinely thinks that this is a reasonable fucking answer for that question. I'm actually gonna fucking kill my— No, but seriously, I'm pretty sure that most females don't give a shit. If you were to go down on the street and walk up to a random girl, be like, hey, female, do you think they would be fucking offended? No, I'm serious. Ask yourself that question. And if you said yeah, where the fuck do you live? Now, I have made jokes for years talking about one day the word female is gonna be offensive to women. And holy shit, am I surprised that someone took it literally. This is literally the equality to saying, what up, dog? And somebody getting offended because you called them dog. Roll the next clip.
I get to kill another baby.
Okay, this video made me sick to my stomach.
Okay, that was Zoe Laverne's Stitch. I really don't know who that is. All I've ever heard is controversy about her being a predator or something. I genuinely don't know the drama, so just drop it in the comments. Basically, that woman finds out she's pregnant. She doesn't know what to do. She's clearly extremely distraught. She made 4 or 5 videos about it. Extremely distraught. And Zoe over there, along with millions of other people, feel as though it's their business. Now that woman is getting millions of threats. To the point where she felt the need to make an apology video. And I said, hey, you don't need to apologize. And everyone's like, yes, she does, yes, she does, yes, she does. For what? It's so interesting because when it comes to abortion, people are so quick to be like, well, no, I'm allowed to have my opinion and I don't think she should get an abortion. And I say, okay, let's say she keeps it. Are you going to help her raise it? You're going to help pay child support? And then all of a sudden they're like, no, it doesn't concern me. It never concerned you from the start, so leave her alone.
So basically what I'm getting at is that she's saying abortion is okay. Personally, I think the opposite. I think abortion is fucking stupid. I think that honestly, you should probably just wear fucking condom. I don't care for trying to stop from having a baby, but I do have a problem once you start killing babies. Roll the next motherfucking clip.
Kill all men. That's enough for me not to be a feminist.
Good morning, everyone. Ignore my black eye. I got hit in the face at practice yesterday. Yesterday, I posted this video about conditional allyship, and I had a few people ask me why feminism is so demonized and why so many people hate on it. This video that I'm stitching is actually a really perfect example as to why a lot of men specifically hate on feminism. I asked him a very simple yes or no question. Have you read any feminist literature? Are you familiar with all the waves of feminism? Have you taken the time to study and analyze it and learn it? His response was, well, some feminists said kill all men and that hurt my feelings, so that's enough for me to not be a feminist. But how can you disagree with something you don't know anything about? Feminism is so complex, it's multifaceted, and depending on the person you're talking to, it's intersectional. It's not something you can just type into Google and understand completely within 5 minutes. So for all the men like that who don't really know much about feminism, before you decide to hate on it, maybe take the time to learn and understand what it actually is that you're hating on. Follow Mr. VDK, my favorite male feminist on this app. He's so knowledgeable on this topic, and you're gonna learn a lot.
People don't hate on feminism or demonize it just because they don't know any research about it. The reason why most people don't like feminism is because the little feminists in between, just a small few here and there, do stupid shit and make mistakes. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that's probably one of the bigger reasons why. It's just like how men are made a bad example of. When 1 or 2 men do something stupid, they all look stupid. That's the same fucking thing. That's honestly just how the human brain works. When 1 or 2 people are bad in something that is actually good, it makes the whole thing look bad. Take Dream, for example. Everybody likes Dream, right? It's just 1 or 2 fans who do something stupid, or they make some NSFW content about him, and it makes everybody hate Dream. Roll the next clip.
We understand and acknowledge that most rapists are men. This is common knowledge at this point. The actual percentage of males that are rapists in the US is less than 1%.
It's really dangerous to believe that it's just a tiny little percentage of men who are raping millions of women. When hundreds of thousands of women are telling men that this issue is way deeper than they think it is, that it's closer to them than they think, it's often their friends and their buddies and they have no idea. So when men say with confidence that it's just a tiny little percentage of men who are doing this, it shows that they haven't taken the time to actually research and conceptualize this in its entirety. Here's a comment from his comment section asking for the source for the 1% so he can use it for an argument. The fact that so many people see rape and sexual assault as something that can be argued is really sad, but I'm going to show you why it's not as simple as just a quick, easy Google search. First, let's go to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center to get the general stats. 1 in 5 women, 18%. Now we have to understand where that information came from. That brings us to a 125-page report done by the CDC. In this report, they explain that almost 65% of rapes aren't even reported. Now you have to research why so many rapes aren't reported. It's way more than you think.
I don't think she realizes another thing that is common knowledge is that when a rapist is caught, he goes to fucking jail. But here's the thing. I've never been raped before, so I don't know what it's like. But you have to understand that how are you gonna get justice, but you don't want to report it? How does that make sense? That's like you being hungry and just sitting there, not telling anybody, and expecting for people to notice that you're hungry or something. I'm done with this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. This video has honestly fucking pissed me off. But if you enjoyed, go ahead and like, subscribe, blah, 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 all that jazz. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.